Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into that shocking Outlander twist that's been dividing fans. Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan are defending it after backlash. So what do they really think? Let's break it down. Outlander stars Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan have come to the defense of one of the show's most controversial twists in the aftermath of a strong fan backlash. The latest season of the popular Starz series, which follows the tumultuous journey of Claire and Jamie Fraser during the American Revolution, has raised eyebrows with a shocking storyline that has left many viewers grappling with its emotional and ethical implications. Earlier this season, a jaw-dropping revelation was made about Jamie's illegitimate son, William Ransom. The plot took a dark turn when William encountered a young sex worker named Arabella, who was later revealed to be Jane Pocock. Jane's backstory took an even more heartbreaking turn, as she was forced to commit an act of murder to protect her sister, Fanny Pocock. As the story progressed, Fanny hummed a lullaby that Claire immediately recognized as the same song she had once sung to her stillborn daughter, Faith. This prompted Claire to believe that Faith had somehow survived and given birth to Jane and Fanny, potentially making them Claire's long-lost granddaughters. While the twist was undoubtedly compelling, it has sparked intense backlash from some segments of the Outlander fandom. The storyline has been criticized for being insensitive, especially considering the delicate and emotionally charged nature of the stillbirth plot, and the implication that William's past interactions with Jane could be seen in a disturbing light given the new revelation. Some fans have expressed that this storyline trivializes real-life grief and loss, while others have felt the connection between Faith and the Pocock sisters was executed in a way that felt forced or inappropriate. In the face of this backlash, Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan, who play Claire and Jamie Fraser, have both defended the storyline, emphasizing the emotional complexity and significance of the twist. Heughan, speaking to Hollywood Reporter, described the revelation as a monumental moment for Jamie and Claire, highlighting the profound emotional impact it has on their characters. It's a huge moment for them to find out that their daughter potentially lived, and now they have this grandchild in their life, Heughan said. It's a great cliffhanger, one that I think book and non-book fans are going to be surprised by. I think it was beautifully done with the song. It's interesting because even playing Faith's death, way back in season 2, we played the truth of it. We had no idea ourselves. Heughan admitted that the twist came as a shock to him as an actor, just as it did for the characters. So it was a shock for us as actors reading it and learning about it, as it was for the characters. I think the thought process for Jamie is, how is it possible? He added that while the plot development was surprising, it was one that added significant emotional weight to the story. Balfe echoed her co-star's sentiments, praising the emotional depth and complexity of the scene. The elation, the happiness that actually it could be possible. And then, who is this young girl in front of us right now, she reflected. Balfe also commended her young co-star, Florrie Wilkinson, who plays Fanny Pocock, calling her amazing and praising her performance in the emotionally charged scenes. I just love it when you are given a scene and you read it, and it's like, ooh, that's really good, Balfe said. But in the playing of it, when the hairs on your arms are standing up, it's pretty brilliant. She went on to highlight the cliffhanger's potential to open up new questions and storylines, which would lead the show into its next season. It's such an interesting cliffhanger because it just opens up this whole other world of questions, which leads us so brilliantly into the next season, she said. For Claire, the emotional weight of the twist is particularly profound, as it forces her to confront the possibility of her lost daughter's survival while grappling with the consequences of that revelation. I think for Claire, it's like her heart stops, her heart breaks, and her heart sings, all at the same time, Balfe explained. Despite the controversial nature of the twist, both Balfe and Heughan stand by its execution, asserting that it is a critical turning point in the ongoing saga of the Fraser family. The powerful emotional journey that the characters undergo is central to the show's themes of love, loss, and resilience. As they navigate the complexities of their relationship and the revelations about their family, Claire and Jamie are once again faced with the challenge of reconciling their past with their present. The controversy surrounding the twist has led to some fans questioning whether it was the right narrative decision. But it's clear that the show's creators and stars see it as an important and natural development in the ongoing Outlander saga. As the show builds toward its 8th and final season, the question of whether Claire will ultimately uncover the full truth about Faith and Fanny remains unresolved. Fans will have to wait to see how the mystery unfolds and whether this revelation will have lasting implications for the characters and the storyline. In the meantime, production on Outlander's 8th and final season has wrapped, meaning fans won't have to wait long to discover what lies ahead for the Frasers and their family. As the saga comes to a close, the show will undoubtedly continue to explore the deep emotional ties between its characters, the consequences of the choices they make, and the powerful legacy of the Fraser family. Despite the mixed reactions, the twist is clearly a pivotal moment in the Outlander narrative, one that challenges both the characters and the audience to reconsider their assumptions about fate, family, and the past. As the story of Claire and Jamie Fraser comes to an end, Outlander is set to leave a lasting impact on its fans, with plenty of unresolved questions to be answered in the final season. Whether the controversial twist will be remembered as a brilliant narrative choice or a misstep remains to be seen, but it's certainly added a new layer of intrigue and drama to an already complex and beloved series. Sam Heughan reveals the hardest part of recreating The Notebook kiss for the couple next door. I had to keep my mouth shut and not complain about how cold it was. In this week's exciting new episode of The Couple Next Door on Starz, fans of Sam Heughan may experience a sudden sense of déjà vu, mistaking the talented actor for another iconic romantic figure. The scene in question, opening episode 2 titled Tangled Temptations, transports viewers to a passionate moment straight out of the iconic movie The Notebook. In a striking homage to Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams' unforgettable kiss in the rain, Heughan's character, Danny, finds himself in the arms of Eleanor Tomlinson's character, Evie, as they embrace amid a torrential downpour. "We were trying to recreate that sort of moment, that Notebook look," Heughan admitted in a recent interview with Decider. Yet, the Scottish actor confessed that the task was no easy feat. In fact, it was a tough one, even for someone with his extensive experience in romantic drama. Recreating such a beloved and familiar scene from a classic film wasn't just about channeling chemistry and passion. Heughan revealed that there were significant logistical challenges involved that made the process far from romantic. The Couple Next Door, a psychological thriller set in a quiet suburban neighborhood in Leeds, follows Evie and her journalist husband Alfred, played by Alfred Enoch, as they relocate to the picturesque area in hopes of raising a family. Their idyllic life soon takes a sharp turn after Evie suffers a heartbreaking miscarriage. As she grapples with grief and emotional turmoil, she begins to lean heavily on their new friends and neighbors, particularly Danny and his wife Jessica. Evie finds herself mesmerized by their beauty, charm, and apparent ease with life, and it's Danny who sparks a deep, irresistible attraction in her. The series takes a dark turn as Evie's fascination with Danny grows. In last week's episode, The Couple Next Door ended with a charged moment of unspoken desire between Evie and Danny, when they exchange a steamy glance across the street while casually tossing out the trash. What would have been a normal routine becomes a tantalizing moment of undeniable sexual chemistry. That tension continues to build in episode 2 as the series explores Evie's fantasies of what might happen between the two. The rain-soaked embrace that opens this chapter of The Couple Next Door is a culmination of that slow-burn attraction. However, behind the sensual heat of the scene, the reality of filming it was far less glamorous. Heughan described the process as physically challenging, explaining that despite the passionate tension on screen, the conditions were hardly conducive to creating a comfortable or hot moment. It's 4 a.m., you're getting drenched by lots of cold water, and you have to run barefoot towards each other quite fast, Heughan said, recounting the scene's more difficult aspects. Then, you have to pick her up. The combination of cold weather, slick surfaces, and the pressure of maintaining a convincing romantic moment made the sequence more difficult to pull off than it might appear. "You know, it's actually really difficult not to bump into each other. To make it look sexy," Heughan added, highlighting the challenge of performing in such a physically demanding situation. Despite these obstacles, Heughan credited much of the success of the scene to his co-star, Eleanor Tomlinson, who plays Evie. The pair had an undeniable on-screen chemistry, and their working relationship made all the difference when it came to bringing this intense moment to life. Eleanor is such an amazing actress, Heughan praised. We got on so well, and she makes it so easy. That ease, however, also meant that Heughan had to be at the top of his game. As Tomlinson took everything in stride, Heughan was compelled to do the same, despite the uncomfortable elements of the scene. She didn't complain once, so I had to keep my mouth shut and not complain about how cold it was, he shared with a wry smile. But yeah, loved working with her. Their mutual respect and camaraderie certainly paid off, creating an atmosphere of professionalism and trust that allowed both actors to immerse themselves in their characters and deliver a memorable moment that fans will surely remember. The natural chemistry between Heughan and Tomlinson in the scene is a testament to their hard work and dedication to their roles, despite the challenging filming conditions. For those who are curious about how the relationship between Evie and Danny will unfold, The Couple Next Door is poised to deliver more emotional and psychological twists in the episodes to come. Will Evie and Danny act on their growing attraction, or will their connection remain a tantalizing fantasy for the time being? The show has already proved it can deliver suspense, mystery, and undeniable chemistry between its lead characters, and viewers can expect even more of the same in upcoming episodes. As the storyline deepens, the exploration of human relationships and desires takes center stage, with Evie navigating her grief, her marriage, and the intoxicating allure of her neighbor. The rain-soaked kiss is just the beginning of what promises to be a complex and emotionally charged journey for all involved. While The Couple Next Door may be drawing inspiration from classic romantic moments like the one in The Notebook, it's clear that the series is carving out its own path. As the tension between characters grows and the psychological stakes continue to rise, viewers will be eagerly awaiting each new installment to see where the story goes next. With its tantalizing mix of romance, mystery, and suspense, The Couple Next Door has already captured the attention of audiences. And with Sam Heughan's undeniable star power and Eleanor Tomlinson's captivating performance, the show is sure to keep fans hooked as it delves into the complicated world of relationships, betrayal, and desire. The rain may have been cold, but the heat between Heughan and Tomlinson on screen is undeniable. For those who haven't yet tuned into the latest episode of The Couple Next Door, Episode 2 Tangled Temptations is now available on Starz. Don't miss out on the twists, turns, and simmering attraction that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The tension is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. As the season progresses, The Couple Next Door is sure to continue to push boundaries, offering viewers a unique blend of psychological drama and sizzling romantic moments. Heughan and Tomlinson have already proven they can handle both the physical and emotional demands of the show, and the stage is set for even more explosive moments in the episodes ahead. The question remains, where will Evie's desires take her next? And how will Danny handle the pull between attraction and consequence? Stay tuned, as The Couple Next Door unravels deeper layers of its characters' lives, desires, and secrets, capturing hearts and minds with each new episode. Outlander fans are reeling after a climactic and highly controversial plot development in the Season 7 finale, which has left a significant number of viewers divided and outraged. The series, based on Diana Gabaldon's beloved novels, has always been known for its emotional depth, historical drama, and intricate character arcs. But the latest developments have ruffled more than a few feathers. As the show hurtles toward the American Revolution's conclusion, Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan face perilous situations, while the season finale introduces plot twists and narrative choices that have sparked fierce debates among the Outlander fandom. In the final moments of the season, Claire survives another near-death experience after a harrowing gunshot wound, marking yet another chapter in her long history of danger and suffering. However, the plot point that left fans truly stunned was the heart-wrenching moment when Claire reveals to Jamie that their stillborn child, Faith, remains a haunting presence in her life. The revelation left viewers breathless, dealing not only with the shock of Claire's brush with death, but also with the emotional devastation of revisiting a tragic loss. Faith's death has been an important and symbolic part of Outlander's narrative, and to see Claire confront this pain once again was a moment of poignant storytelling. However, it also served as a precursor to what would come next, an additional controversial development involving the show's prequel, Outlander, Blood of My Blood, which is currently in the works. While fans were still processing the emotional fallout of Claire's ordeal, the finale ended with a pivotal moment designed to serve as a direct link to the upcoming prequel series. The scene centered on Sophie Skelton and Roger Richard Rankin as they reunite at Lallybroch. Brianna is introduced to her grandfather, Andrew Whipp, in a moment that seems to be heavily setting up the future of the Outlander universe, specifically the forthcoming Blood of My Blood prequel. This storyline introduces key characters from the Fraser family's past, including Brianna's maternal grandparents, Ellen and Brian Fraser, whose legacy will be explored further in the spin-off. The prequel is set to explore Brian's earlier years, with actor Jamie Roy portraying the character, and will also delve into the lives of Claire's parents, Julia Morriston and Henry Beecham, who will be played by Hermione Corfield and Jeremy Irvine, respectively. Though it was undeniably important for the narrative and future spin-off, the execution of this scene has become a contentious issue for many fans. On Outlander's dedicated Reddit forums, viewers expressed their frustration with how the scene was presented, with one particularly vocal fan commenting, "Aside from the Faith drama, I couldn't believe how episode 16 had Bri and Brian Fraser meet. I hated every minute of their awkward conversation. Why did they do it this way?" This post garnered widespread agreement, with several users lamenting that the moment felt forced and disconnected from the rest of the episode. A particular point of contention among fans was the contrast between how the scene was portrayed in the books and how it was executed on screen. One fan shared a particularly heartfelt memory from Gabaldon's novel, noting that it was a deeply emotional and touching moment when Brianna was first introduced to Brian in the graveyard. In the book, Brian watches Brianna from a distance, believing her to be the ghost of his late wife, Ellen. This moment was described as a powerful piece of storytelling, filled with emotion and nuance. However, the show's adaptation fell short for some, leaving viewers disappointed with what they felt was an overly mechanical and disjointed interaction between the two characters. One Reddit user even went so far as to say, "It felt like they filmed the two actors individually on a green screen without the other around, and Brianna decided to try out a whole new voice and accent for it. It felt very disjointed in respect to the rest of the episode." Another fan took aim at the broader narrative choices surrounding the scene, noting that it seemed to serve more as a vehicle for promoting the upcoming prequel than a natural extension of the existing storyline. "All I could think during that scene is that the producers were trying to gin up interest in the prequel," the fan wrote. "It felt completely forced and went on far too long." This sentiment was echoed by other viewers, who felt that the moment was out of place in an otherwise emotionally charged finale. While it's clear that some fans were not thrilled with this particular scene and its implications for Blood of My Blood, there is still much anticipation surrounding the prequel itself. The spin-off series is expected to explore the Fraser family's origins, shedding light on Brian's past and the formative years of key characters like Ellen and Claire's parents. Despite some early criticisms about the way the prequel was teased, Outlander, Blood of My Blood remains one of the most eagerly awaited projects for the Outlander fandom. The inclusion of actors like Hermione Corfield and Jeremy Irvine as Claire's parents has sparked curiosity, and many are hoping that the prequel will be able to deliver a compelling and satisfying narrative without the clumsy setup seen in the finale. Ultimately, while the Season 7 finale left Outlander fans with a mix of emotions, ranging from heartbreak over Claire's tragic revelation to frustration over what some saw as a clumsy prequel tease, the series' loyal audience remains hopeful that future developments will find their footing. The story of the Fraser family has always been one of love, loss, and resilience, and while the prequel may have raised a few eyebrows, there is still hope that Outlander, Blood of My Blood will do justice to the rich history and emotional depth that fans have come to expect from the franchise. As the fandom grapples with its mixed feelings, one thing is clear: Outlander continues to ignite passionate debates and reactions, and its stories, no matter how controversial, will keep fans coming back for more. Whether it's the dramatic twists of the American Revolution, the deep emotional connections between characters, or the introduction of new family histories, the world of Outlander shows no signs of slowing down, despite the occasional bumps along the way.